Why is henna bad for your hair? Bad? Is it really bad for your hair? Seriously? Hi, my name is Khadija. I'm the founder and CEO of Hennasooq. Welcome to my channel. And I am a professional henna hair colorist. I'm CEO of this beautiful brand. And I'm going to be talking to you about henna and what makes it bad for your hair. First reason that henna is going to be bad for your hair is that it will dry your hair out. Yes, it will leave it dry and breaking, just flat and stiff, and then when you're washing it out, there's going to be hair loss and like bunches of hair coming out. It's going to be horrible, right? No, it's not going to be a horrible situation at all. First off, you got to use henna according to your hair type, your texture, or locks, or if you're transitioning into natural, you got to use all products accordingly to what your hair needs and likes. First off, you have to learn your hair. So through henna, it is a great protein treatment. It's great as a coloring, your hair and strengthening it, and also it's going to cover grays. It's amazing for that. And the reason why your hair can get dried out is if you don't add or use any moisturizing ingredients. You definitely have to add aloe vera powder to it. It's going to give you that slip, smooth, rich texture. You got to use our cleansing, conditioning co-wash at the very end after you color your hair to add back moisture, to restore moisture. Then you have to use really good leave-ins. That helps a lot. The moisture, the steps to get the best results have to be implemented. You can't just use henna and be like, oh, my hair is going to be absolutely perfect afterward. If you're not using this herb according to what your hair likes and needs, then you're not going to have a great experience. But if your hair is on the oily side, maybe this doesn't affect you at all. But even with oily hair, that aloe vera powder just gives you slip and softness and shine, and it promotes hair growth. So it's definitely something you should use in your henna hair coloring recipe. And what about breakage? You hear about hair matting together, the hair breaking and brittle, and just, nobody wants that, right? Nobody wants this breakage and this risk, this protein overload. Well, like the moisturizing parts, it's important to use the henna in the way that your hair likes to avoid breakage. Like I mentioned before, it's the same process of adding in that aloe vera powder, using moisturizing ingredients afterwards. This is going to reduce greatly the breakage because it's strengthening your hair strands, but you also have to balance it with the right amount of moisture. Even if you want to spritz afterwards, which by the way, we have some great videos on hair serum spritzes that you can use that reduce shedding and stop breakage, that you definitely need to use that or infuse with our hair teas. They're like amazing. Like I swear they work amazing. So this will help a lot. And also detangling your hair before you do any type of henna or Ayurvedic hair care treatment is really essential to having a smooth application, sectioning your hair and applying it in the right way, exactly how we do it at the Hennasooq Hair Salon in Columbia, Maryland. Henna is for life. Oh my gosh, it's permanent. You'll never be able to get rid of it. It's just gonna be stuck in your hair. And what are you gonna do? What happens if you wanna change your hair color? What happens if you wanna lighten, you wanna do something different? Henna's for life, you're stuck with it. Henna is permanent, it's permanent hair color, and it does have to grow up to go away, and it binds very strongly to hair strand, the same way it would bind to like cloth when you're dyeing maybe art pieces, like cloth, even jeans or leather, they use henna to dye fabric, so it really binds to your hair until it grows out. So this is one of the top reasons most chemical colorists don't like henna. First, there's not a ton of options in the color range. I get that part, but removing henna is like trying to remove protective headgear, it's like a helmet for your hair. It's really protective. It is hard to get out. It's not impossible. It's just that the process of taking it out is very tedious, takes a lot of time. If a client happens to be using indigo, hair colorist is gonna probably freak out even more because your hair is gonna be pulling blues and greens, and it's going to be a hard process, especially if you're going really light. But remember, it's not the henna that's ruining your hair. It's the process of you trying to remove it. I'm not sure why hair colorists blame the henna, because henna is doing what it's supposed to do. It's the chemicals that are trying to strip and strip henna out, and possibly if you have indigo, the indigo out. And that is a long, tedious process. Hennasooq, we're backed by cosmetologists. Like, we've experienced this, and we've definitely, if you have watched other videos about removing henna, there are videos out there, and I've said this before in a few other videos, but definitely it is tough to get out. Realistically, you should commit to naturally coloring you for your hair, commit to like taking care of your hair naturally, just like the foods you eat and the products you use. Try your best to commit, but it's not impossible. The good thing about Hennasooq is that if you decide to do some chemical treatments, our products are safe. There's no metallic salts, there's no additives, there's no compound henna. We don't use fragrances at all. We don't use mineral oil. Like, we have a pure natural henna brand and line of products for your hair. So you can kind of get around some of these things, but really, make a commitment to henna when you know that you're ready to do that. A healthier life, and cancer possibly free as well, because there's nothing about henna that causes like cancer, except I'll put in there the black henna for body art, which is chemicals. Henna, natural hair color, the products at Hennasooq, not gonna be exposed to like these chemicals like you find in hair dyes. What about henna melting your hair? Your hair is gonna like sizzle and melt, and it's gonna just fall apart, and then I guess you'll be bald, right? You know what? I have never ever seen a video of the hair melting. I have not. So I don't even know where this came from. My suspicion is that maybe someone had henna in their hair and they went to a colorist that uses chemicals. Through the chemical process and the foils and the amount of pulling of the color, probably destroyed that person's hair and it kind of melted away. Unfortunately, cosmetology schools are run by big box corporations. The knowledge that you're getting in there are for those brands push their product. So what do you think they're gonna teach the students? It's the same thing with regular schools. What are we learning in school? What's the narrative? What are they pushing? Pay attention to those things. It is smart. At the end of the day, like natural hair, like industry school, obviously I wouldn't want to talk about henna and I want to like push a product, but I'm pushing something I truly believe in, and that speaks for itself. I'm just the middle person. Henna's given to us by God on this planet. It's a plant that grows, in all these herbs. So it's not anything that I'm really necessarily creating. I'm just giving you all the education and the outlet and the community, the support, for us to be together in this, to kind of understand and go through this, but I've been doing this nearly 20, years, with henna hair color and henna body art. So that's just the way that it is. No, your hair will not melt off. Now, if you use chemicals and something happens afterwards, that's a possibility, but I have yet to see a video like that. I don't even know. I think it's just a scare tactic, like your hair will melt. If you have fear, why would you use it? So I definitely get that. Now, actually, this one that I'm going to talk to you guys about is a new one. I haven't heard this ever before until recently. Again, I don't really know where it comes from, but I guess it's about blaming something. We could put so much blame on outside things that affect our hair. It's like, we really have to learn our hair. Honestly, since opening a salon, it has been a game changer. Just like that aloe vera powder was a game changer. Like, this salon level is a whole another level. It is a different level of education, having, cosmetologists working with our brand, the education and the depth and the science of cosmetology. I am definitely grateful to all of that. Absolutely helps you understand hair a lot better. I have heard recently, probably in the last, even as recently as like last year or two, clients were asking, and I was like wondering, wow, I never heard this comment before. They were saying that henna like repels water, and it also repels like products that you're using, like any leave-ins. Where does that come from? Like, how is that possible? Because it's not what's happening in the salon. Like, we see a variety of clients. We see a variety of hair textures, actually. We see every hair type. We see clients that are going through cancer. Like, we have several clients who have gone through cancer treatments and their hair is actually changing. It's actually growing in differently. So that alone is like a new experience. We have a lot of clients with locks, all the varieties of hair, and we have a lot of clients that have type 4 hair. It's one of my favorites, and locks. You know, I just love it because honestly, I just love the way the henna absorbs and sits on the hair, and then it just makes me excited, but I just love the whole process, you know, and plus it reminds me of my own roots, you know, growing up Guyanese family, you know, just seeing like the whole hair experience. I just love it, just makes it so bonding, you know. Anyhow, I heard that and I was like, what? Really? Like, again, I don't even know what to say to that because it's kind of not true, you know, like I haven't seen that. Like if you're saying that henna is drying the hair out more and now water and products are not really working, or you're protein sensitive, those could be some factors that could probably be playing into that. But again, if you're following all the steps to use henna in a way that your hair likes, you're going to get amazing, gorgeous, silky, beautiful, curl popping results. The clients in the salon speak for themselves. It has been an amazing experience. I'm like just so excited to see, actually really get to see in person the before and after. I'm gonna do a video on that too. A day in the life of a henna hair colorist. And I have so much content actually I wanna show you guys about different clients. And I wanna say thank you to those clients who have allowed me to record them and see their before and after. Some of you I know have been shy. I get it, you know, and I respect that. But I am tremendously grateful for you who have been open enough to share and allow to see the before and the after. We just lack that, you know, like we really, really lack the education with henna hair color. Like still, like there's still more to do, you know, and this way we really get to see the results and see what's going on with everyone's hair. So yes, so dispel that. That's not true. So if you think henna is bad for you, why do you still think henna is bad for you? Say something down in the comments about that, you know, and let us know what has been your henna experience. Even if it was bad, don't be shy. Be vulnerable, be open. Let's discuss, let's talk about it. Colorists out there, let's discuss this, especially my natural hair clients and colorists and community, like all of you, everybody. Let's chime in and let's discuss this. You know, this is a great way to have a conversation. So I wanna thank you though. This brings us to a wrap. Till I see you next time, thank you for tuning in. Again, my name is Khadija, and I'm the founder of this amazing page and brand, and now salon, Hennasooq. So definitely you gotta subscribe and make sure you hit that little bell so you don't miss any of those notifications, and make sure you share this with a friend. Share with a friend, share with your colorist, share and spread this information. And I'll see you next time, right? Bye guys.